Hey there, good morning. Welcome back to my channel. You may have guessed it, I am down at Truman Lake again. So I'm going to get out here and troll some crankbaits. So I hope you'll join me. Let's go. All right, so I'm fixing to head out. I'm at State Park Marina right now. And fixing to head just not too far from here and make the first run, see how we can do. Beautiful morning here, as you can see behind me. Hardly any breeze at all, which personally I kind of prefer. I like the calm weather days. We'll see if it holds out, but beautiful sunrise here, as you can see. Just blessed to be out here another morning and chasing some crappie. So I hope you'll stick around. Let's get this boat running and get to that first spot. All right, so I just got to the first spot. What I'm gonna do this morning is I'm gonna target some coves to try and control the depth of the water and get on some flats through here. So right now I'm in 16 foot of water, going 1.4 mile per hour. I've got a combination of flicker shad, a couple of W lures cranks, and I think a couple of Bandit 200s on, since I'm in shallower water. So we'll see how it goes. The water temp right now is 82 degrees. So I just now got them casted out. I'm headed down this bank, and I've done pretty good in this cove in the past, so I'm gonna keep my fingers crossed that they hit in here again today. If not, then we're gonna move. So stick around, see if we can't catch a few. Well, right species, wrong size. Take it for the first fish of the day though. Caught on the old W lures crank. I call it Tequila Sunrise, I think. That's what I call it. Wrong species. And snag. Interesting. All right, so a bit of an update. I moved to spot number 2. That first spot in that cove produced that one small crappie and 2 small white bass, so I had to get out of there pretty quick. I just pulled up in this new spot. I got some timber over here on my left-hand side. I'm currently in 20 feet of water, and looks like it's about 80 degrees water temp, and I'm right on an edge of a creek. So it's a real steep drop off in 20 foot of water, and I'm going right along that edge. So keep fingers crossed, might catch a few through here. biggest fish, but he considered a keeper. Not keeping any today, but I think I'll count him. Probably 10-inch fish. Definitely going to count. I'm not keeping any today, but glad to get that one out into the boat. We'll get started there. So Bandit 300. Well, that spot was a bust too. Ended up catching that one crappie. Probably went a good 800 yards and just not getting the bites so far this morning, so I'm moving again. It's one of my tips in a recent video, just keep moving. Kind of goes without saying, a lot of experienced fishermen know that, but for those who are maybe new to trolling and don't sit on a spot too long, don't troll in a certain location too long if you're not getting any bites. Just pick up and move, especially when you got a nice sized lake. Just go find another spot. There's a good chance you can get into an area where you just catch them right after, one after the other. So anyway, I'm gonna move and hook back up with you. Well, tough morning so far. Spot 3 was a bust also. This is a spot where I can come up almost any day and, at least catch 3 to 5 on this one stretch that I'm on right now, but not today. Only thing I can think of is we had a cold front, I guess you call it, move through yesterday. Got a little bit of rain. That's really all I know. The cold front came through. It's a lot cooler today than it has been the last several days, so maybe that suppressed the bite a little bit, but I'm gonna move again and see if we can't find some. Stick with me. All right guys, so I relocated just south of the Highway 7 bridge here, and just started out, got the lines back out, and been 31 feet of water. I got some trees down below me that come up to about 16 feet. So at least this spot right here, these crankbaits should be going right over the tops of those trees. So we'll see what happens. Stick with me. Okay. So who knew that box turtles swim? Maybe I shouldn't be surprised. Wow. Crazy. Never seen that before. Well, slow pass through there too. Ended up catching one pretty decent crappie, but I'm fixing to make another move. So I think this is going to be, spot number 5 maybe. But had a few good runs in this next spot the other day when I was up here. So hey, it's worth a try. I'll see you there. Well, that's a good crappie. Took a while. It's a good fish. So it's got to be every bit of 11 inches. Glad to have him. And he came on a pink party from Roger Sporting Goods. Good fish. Not keeping any today, like I said, so we'll let it go. Alright, so I'm trying to record an iTrack. Let's see if I can get it to work this time. I've just not had good luck. You can see I'm laying it down right here and trying to stay on the edge of that creek channel there where the drop off is, in about 20 feet of water. So we'll see what happens. Okay, so I just completed the iTrack and saved it. You can see that little gold dot there, that was the mark to end the iTrack. So I'm going to work on getting the cursor there and see what options I get. Put the cursor on it. Okay, so let's see. Now that we got the cursor highlighted, hit go to. It's going to say navigate to start or navigate to end. So if I want to basically reverse myself and go back the way I came, I go down to navigate to start. And go to the right. And the trolling motor's got to be in the water, obviously, which it is. So it should start navigating me that way here any second. All right, so I turned the prop on and the trolling motor is currently doing its thing. Might not be the best image there, but it is positioning the boat on that iTrack. It's going to, well, I can't tell if that's looking good or not, but anyway, it's going to take me right to that gold dot and proceed right along. So this is my first time ever laying a track and following it, so hoping for good things. Let's get to fishing. Okay, so this iPilot link on this Minn Kota Ultrex is pretty slick. So like I said, I laid the iTrack using my Humminbird graph there, and I hit the prop. Once I had it recorded, it went go to, all that, but once I hit the prop on my remote control, things started happening. So right now it's going right back on that line, that track that I just laid, and as long as I did so where I want it to be and safely, shouldn't be any issues. As you can see, I've got a bridge piers and stuff coming up here. It's got me right now, best I can tell, on the exact track that I laid. So I should be able to just focus on my lines back here, and still got to pay attention in the sense of other boats crossing in front of you or something happened. But I mean, it's definitely a cool tool to have in your toolbox. So if you want more information on this, you want me to do a separate video on laying an iTrack and all that kind of thing, just put it down in the comments. I'll be happy to do that. But yeah, let's get back to fishing. Looks like a good crappie right here. Come on. I'm right underneath that bridge. Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about. Good old crappie right there. Right in the bottom lip. Wow, what a beauty. That's every bit of 12 inches. W Lures Tequila Sunrise crankbait. This thing caught several of these crappie on this same bank the other day. Yeah, that's at least a 12-inch crappie. He's a dandy. I keep coming down the Truman for. They grow them big down here if you can get a hold of them. GoPro stop recording. Well, it's slow going today. I ran that iTrack all the way out and caught one crappie on that entire iTrack. I did very well on this same exact spot 3 or 4 days ago. So it just goes to show you, from one day to the next, you just never can tell. But I'm going to relocate again. I think it'd be spot number 6, but don't quote me on that because they're all starting to run together. But I'm not waving a white flag yet. Sometimes you just got to move until you find them. But anyway, let's get going. All right, so spot number 6. I'm back here, kind of way back in a cove here, currently in 18 feet of water. So when I casted the cranks out just now, I didn't cast them out near as far as I might if the water was deeper. So they're only probably 60 to 70 feet behind the boat, so they won't run quite as deep. Speed right now is about 1.4. And again, this is 18, 19 foot of water, so we'll see how that translates. There you go. Sometimes you gotta change your technique, change your strategy. Start the vertical jigging and pull one out. There you go. He's a keeper. I think that's number 5 on the day. I got to a point where I stopped trolling and started jigging a tree, see if I could catch some. So try that a little bit longer. All right, so I'm off to try spot number 7. I think that's where we're at, number 7. All right, let's get after it. Oh, oh, should have netted him. That was a good crappie. Dadgum. I think that would have made 7 on the day. Man, oh mercy. I don't know if that made the clip or not, but I was just lifting him into the boat. Oh, man. Well, I think that's going to do it for me today. It's right about 3 o'clock. I've been out here for a good portion of the day. I got here about 7:30, 7:45. And I think I ended up catching 6 or 7 crappie. You know, it's kind of that old saying, you know, that's why they call it fishing and not catching, because there's going to be days where you just won't do as well. And, you know, you got to be appreciative of everything else about it. You know, the opportunity to get out here, the fact that you did catch a few fish, just, you know, the beauty of the lake and the surroundings, and just try to take it all in. It's a lot more to it than just catching a limit of crappie or a limit of fish, whatever the case might be. But anyway, like I said, it was a pretty good day. Water temp here right now is 86 degrees as I'm leaving this spot, so definitely kind of warm. But it's just a slow day overall, and I have no explanation for it other than to think that that cold front, we call it a cold front, the cold front that pushed through last night, that brought some heavy winds and a little bit of rain, and you know, I'm sure it had something to do with barometric pressure and these other types of things that affect, you know, animals, creatures. So anyway, if you've followed along this long, I do appreciate it. If you would like this video, if you're not subscribed to my channel, please consider doing so. Make a comment, all that stuff helps out. especially the comments, as I understand it. So anything you can do for me, I'd appreciate it on your end. And I'm gonna head on back to the ramp and get on back to the house. Thanks again for stopping by. I appreciate it. I'm gonna catch you on the next one.